Could be a couple of years. I mean, what if they don't catch those maniacs? What's going to happen to our lives?
Pat, they're going to catch them. I mean, they already know that Rivers is in Philadelphia.
Why don't they have him then?
I don't know. Look, in the event that all three of them are not caught, they'll probably have to give us new identities and we'll have to move somewhere.
This is so incredible. I can't believe it's happening. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, well, listen, 5 minutes. I think we can deal with that. How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm, all right. You have a schedule?
Yeah, I think Kathy's got it.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. You want me to stay late tonight so I can work on these papers a little more?
Well, if it wouldn't be a problem.
No, it's all right. Brad never gets home before I do anyway.
Okay, I do insist that we all take a complete lunch hour. I mean, half the time we're too busy working, we manage to skip lunch.
All right, Doctor, we will.
Thanks. I better get these in the lab.
You seem kind of quiet today. Is it me? Oh, no, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I think I'm probably still asleep. Oh, well, you'll certainly wake up when we get busy around here. Yeah. Listen, since Sly's practically ordered us out to lunch, would you like to go together? We could have a chat. I'd love to. Good. Beat down the door or what?
Yeah, well, how was I to know who it was? For all I know, it could have been police, thanks to you.
Oh. Well, good morning to you too, Brad.
Well, there's nothing good about it. No good morning, no good afternoon, and no good evening. Or maybe you didn't hear about Kathy.
Yeah, I heard about it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, well, don't you think that was clever, the way Dad just stuck the knife right in my back, using Kathy's hand?
I happen to understand why he told her, Brad.
Get out of here, will you? I mean, just get out of here, all right? Come on. I mean, I don't need this, Sam. I suppose next you're going to tell me you can understand why she'd go to the police?
Yes, I can understand it, Brad. You're right. She has every right to hate you and every right to call the police.
Just shut up, will you?
Why don't you shut up for a change? I only came over here to make sure that you didn't do something else stupid, making everything else worse for us.
Oh, that's great. So my kid sister's going to tell me what to do, huh? So, all right, let me hear these wonderful 18-year-old words of wisdom.
You just better listen to somebody, Brad, because you're in trouble. Real trouble.
Pat, listen. Tell me what I should do, okay?
I thought about things a lot, Fred, and I came to the conclusion that we should just stick together.
I thought we were until you defected.
I'm talking about now, and I'm talking about as a family. Now, look, I already said all this to Dad, okay?
Oh, well, all right, then you can forget it right there, Sam, because I'm not going to speak to him again. And I mean that. I am not speaking to him.
You are such a jerk. And you're so stupid, Brad. You realize that?
Yeah, well, don't you realize what he's doing? He's using Kathy to get me, so that Kathy has the blood on her hands.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You haven't known for such a long time, Brad. Why don't you just stop listening to yourself and give me a chance?
All right. Go on. What is it, then?
Well, I have a plan, okay? And that is for all of us to meet. For you, me, Kathy, Dad, and Jane to get together and get this thing out in the open and talk about it.
Are you joking? Are you serious? You, me, Kathy, and Jenny?
Kathy happens to like Jenny.
Yeah, well, that's just a great idea, except you're forgetting one little item. Jenny doesn't know anything about this.
You still haven't told her.
That's right, and I don't intend to either. I mean, she's nervous, she's upset, but I've managed to get around it.
Brad, what if Kathy goes to the police and the police come get you? Then what are you going to tell Jenny?
I don't know. I'm hoping that she won't do that.
Okay, and if she doesn't go to the police? Don't, Kathy and Jenny see each other a lot? I mean, don't they work together sometimes?
Yes. They're together right now at the free clinic.
And you figure Kathy will never say anything to Jenny? I mean, she'll never take her aside and tell her what kind of a husband...
All right, Sam, please, I know all this. Why doesn't she do it? I almost wish she would. I want her to do something. I'm sitting here all the time. I keep wondering every 5 minutes whether Ed Hall's going to walk in that door and arrest me.
I know. That is the point, Fred. That is my point. If she hasn't gone to the police already, there's a possibility that she won't. She must be wavering in her thinking, and that's why I think we should all get together and talk this thing out.
No. I'm not going to sit down and have a tea party over this. For the reasons that I've already outlined to you, and because I am serious, Sam. I am deadly serious. I do not intend to see Dad ever again.
You really want to go to jail then, don't you, Brad? Yeah, you want this whole thing to blow up in your face, don't you? Ready when you are, Miss Hopkins.
What's the matter? Am I too strong for you, Becky Lee?
Please.
Yeah, but I like it this way. Like to feel your body tight against mine. Feels good.
Can't you just let go just a little bit?
What do you want me to do? Act like I'm holding on to some little old baby? You ain't no baby, Becky Lee. You're a woman. These ways you are one to me.
I'm just asking you to be a little gentle, that's all.
Gentle? Don't you understand, woman? I am a man. A real man, like my daddy was. Never heard no complaints out of my mama, believe me. Just as old-fashioned as he was, too. You're my wife. You belong to me.
I know that.
Yeah, you say it, but I can never tell when you mean it. You just might be scared of me. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, you just better never get it in your head that you're going to be running off and leaving me.
Ain't I here, Luke? Ain't I here every day and every night?
Yeah, so far, yeah. But you never know. If I ever get to thinking that you may be taking it in your head to run off, I might just start locking you up before I leave.
I ain't no animal. You can't lock me in no pen.
No, you just try me. Because you're more important to me than my prize sheep. And I'll do anything I have to keep you here with me. Anything.
Darling, are you ready? Yeah. Let's go do it right now.
I should have realized you'd be frightened. I should have phoned you first.
I just came by to see if there was anything I could do to help you get ready. No, we're already packed. Thank you.
We're leaving in a couple hours.
It's terrible. I don't even know where you're going or how long you'll be away.
Vicky, do you know if anything has come in over the wire about Rivers?
No, I don't. I can call Joe and find out.
Thanks.
sweetheart?
Hello, darling. I'm at Pat's house.
Are they ready to leave?
No, not for a few hours yet. Sweetheart, Paul wanted to know whether you'd had any more information on Arnold Rivers.
Not so far, no. I told him to let me know as soon as something comes through on the wire service. Huh? Okay, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
The terrorists?
No, Abbott. That was my wife.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay, back to you. This special article you've written, what's it about?
About me?
About you?
Yeah, it's about my new position as European correspondent for the Banner.
You aren't even over there. Yet. You're making yourself into a superstar.
No, not a superstar, not at all. As a matter of fact, it's a very modest article.
Modest? You modest, Ed?
Listen, Mr. Riley, this job is a real shot to my ego, but it's also a challenge, a formidable one, and, well, I want to rise to that challenge.
I'm very glad you realize that.
Yeah. Actually, it's a very humbling experience, being given such responsibility. It's made me take stock of myself, my faults, and my virtues.
What's the ratio?
Huh?
The ratio of your faults to your virtues. I mean, in this. Which wins?
Oh, Mr. Riley, I'm serious about this.
Yeah, apparently. Seems a little long, doesn't it?
Listen, don't you think that people want to know something about the man who's going to be reporting on European affairs over there to them?
Tell you what, I'll reserve my judgment on that until after I've read it. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, it is. No article from Becky?
Becky? Why?
Well, doesn't Becky want to write a little something? With modesty, of course, about what it's going to be like to be the wife of the dashing correspondent?
Mr. Riley, I told you I'm serious about this.
No. I was joking, Abbott. I'll read it and get back to you.
Thank you. You're going to love it, I promise you.
Abbott,
Yes, sir.
if I do like it, would you like a 4-column picture of yourself on the front page to go along with this?
Yeah. Could I?
No. Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Who's there? What can I do for you?
It's the other way around. I'm here to do for you.
Oh, yeah. Make up the bed. Straighten up. Thanks.
That's right. Where you from?
I just about to ask the same question. You sure didn't grow up around here.
Tennessee.
North Carolina. Name's Luke.
Mine's Tessie. Pleased to meet you. So what brings you up north?
Oh, no particular reason. Just got me a hankering to travel a bit. Get out the south, see what's going on in the rest of the country. What do you think of this here land view?
Oh, it's nice. Well, it's not home, but it's okay. My husband and I have been living in Landview for about 6 years now, I guess.
Any action?
What do you mean by action? You talking about pretty girls? You talking about job market? You talking about gambling? I mean, what are you talking?
Oh, at the moment, I'm talking about it anywhere around here I could feel at home. And a place I could go to. Well, yeah, some good country music, you know.
There's a few places like that. The one I like best is the Blue Ridge Club.
Yeah? You been there?
Oh, my husband and I go there a lot. We both like it.
Any good singer?
Sure. There's this young one. What's her name? Becky. Yeah. Rebecca Lee Hunt. That's her handle.
You fan of her?
Oh, I guess you could say that, sure. Yep. She's got the prettiest blonde hair I've ever seen.
You sure it ain't a wig?
Well, who cares? It's beautiful.
Well, you got any idea why them country singers make a lot of music up here? I mean, just out of curiosity.
No. I suppose so. Most of them make quite a bundle. Don't they? All those people in show business?
I hope so. I mean, they should, you know. This, Becky Lee, she got one of them records out?
I never even looked. I don't think so. She's a mentionist. They always do, you know.
Well, I think I'll go check out a record store, see if she has. Then maybe I think I'll run down at Blue Ridge Club and check her out.
You have a real good time here.
Gonna have me something. I just don't know what yet.
Jenny, I don't see how we can both leave for you. No. Why don't we just call out? Why don't we just quit? Okay, what do you want? I don't know. What do you think? Roast beef?
Hey, darling. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
What are you doing here?
Came to take you to lunch.
Lunch? Why?
To eat. What's the matter? Don't you want to eat with me?
Well, it's not that. It's just, you never come over here for lunch. Anyway, Kathy and I were going to go out.
Oh, well, that's all right. Kathy, would you like to join us?
For some reason, Brad, I don't have much of an appetite.
All right. That's all right. It'll just be you and me then.
Kathy, are you sure that you don't mind if I leave for a few minutes? No, of course not. Go on. Okay.
Well, we've got the 2 Pepsi seats reserved for us at Don's Coffee Shop right down the street.
Good.
Okay.
I won't be long. Take as long as you need.
See you, Kathy.
Because I refused to say goodbye. Oh, no. We're definitely not going to say that. You take care of yourselves, okay? Yeah. And you take care of Joe and Kevin. Oh, I will.
Everything's going to be all right, Viki.
I know that. You know, I think all of this is getting to me.
Yeah, I know.
I really can't believe this is happening to us.
I thought all this rotten business was behind me. I thought for one moment, when I came back to Landview, I'd be putting you in danger like this. I never would have come. Who is it?
At all.
Yeah, come on in. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Pat.
Hi. Has something happened?
Yeah. It looks like your troubles are over. Arnold Rivers is not going to bother you ever again. He's dead.
Where?
God.
What happened? Well, he went into a car rental agency in Philadelphia. They had his picture. They telephoned the police.
He put up a fight?
Yeah, that's right, he did. He pulled out a gun when they tried to arrest him. There was a shootout.
Anyone else get hurt?
A policeman got a minor arm wound, but nothing critical.
Well, Arnold Rivers has had a death wish all his life.
Yeah, well, it looks like he finally got his wish, huh? So I guess you two are safe and sound now.
Well, now, wait a minute. What about the others? The Herman, Cantrell, and Bonnie Harmer?
Well, I haven't quite gotten them yet, but,
Well, we're not safe. As long as they're on the loose, we're not safe at all.
Yeah, I thought I told you to take a break for lunch.
Well, I almost did. In fact, I had a lunch invitation, but I didn't accept it.
How come?
Because it was issued by Brad Vernon.
He was here?
He came strutting through that door, all charm and innocence. And then he asked me to join him and Jenny for lunch.
What'd you do?
Well, after I got over the initial shock, I made sure that I looked him straight in the eye so he wouldn't think I was afraid of him, but my knees were trembling.
Did you notice anything?
No. In fact, she didn't even really seem particularly pleased to see him. I seated them together and I get all the more confused. There was just a way that I could stop Brad without hurting Jenny.
Believe me, you don't have anything to worry about.
How can you say that?
Well, because Rivers was the ringleader and the brains. I mean, he told Herman and Bonnie what to do and what not to do, when to breathe and not to breathe.
She's gonna stop them from coming after us. If she was able to help them escape from prison, she can't be that stupid, can she?
Look, believe me, whatever she did, it wasn't without Arnold's instructions. Pat, believe me, it looks like it's all over.
You really think that we're safe?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Not bad, Abbott. Not bad at all. Some rough transitions, but I've smoothed those out. Okay, we'll run it on the editorial page. If you're sure you want it printed.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, the ratio of your faults to your virtues is running about 8 to 2 in favor of your virtues. You're giving yourself a lot to live up to.
Setting myself up, huh?
Exactly. However, Abbott, that just tells me when you get to Europe, you better be prepared to do it. Hello. Uh-huh. Thank you very much. That was the phone call I've been waiting for. Arnold Rivers was killed by the Philadelphia police.
Well, that means that Pat and Paul are safe, right?
I hope so, my boy. I truly hope so.
Come on, Bonnie. You gotta stop that. I've never seen you cry before.
But Arnie's dead. I loved him so much, Herm.
I know you did, kid, but he wouldn't want to see you crying like this over him.
I know. I guess it's just the way it happened. They dumbed him down like he was an animal.
Well, he got one of them, too.
We should have been there, Herman. If we had been there, he might still be alive.
Bonnie, we can't think about that right now. We gotta think about getting to the border.
No, not me, Herman. I've only got one thing to think about right now.
Well, what's that?
Paul Kendall.
Bonnie, listen to me.
No. Listen to me. I'm not going to back off just because Arnie's gone.
Bonnie, we don't know how Arnie was planning to do it. And you gotta know that Kendall's gonna be surrounded by...
I don't care. If it weren't for Paul Kendall, Arnie'd still be alive. We've got to avenge Arnie's death.
There's nothing I'd like to do more. But the odds against...
What's the matter, Herman? I'm scared.
It's not a question of being scared.
Stop making excuses. You want to talk about odds? Let's talk about the odds against Paul Kendall. We're going to kill him, Herman. It's the last thing we ever do. We're going to kill Paul Kendall. Nothing. I thought I heard Brad. I guess not.
Oh, well, what time does he get home?
I don't know. I hardly ever know when he's coming home.
Is something wrong, son?
I don't know. Larry, is something wrong with a marriage when you never know when your husband's coming home? Oh, I'm sorry, but don't pay any attention to me. I'm just all upset because Brad is upset and I don't know why.
No idea. And it's bothering you, right?
Yes.
but Larry, I just can't help it. I love him so much.
Samantha, at the moment I am concerned about Pat because Pat's life is in danger.
Well, maybe other lives are in danger here. Did that ever occur to you?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about me. Of course, you don't even know I exist.
Of course I know that you exist. It's just that I didn't know that that existence was in danger. Now, what particular kind of terrorist is after you?
Stop patronizing me. You know, there are a lot of other kinds of danger. There are other kinds of forces that threaten people.
So, tell me what they are. Well?
I don't know what to say. I don't know if I can say anything.
So, this is just a little bit of dramatics because I'm worrying about Pat. A little jealous tantrum.
No, it's not. I have been in bad shape for days, but you just don't care enough to notice anything.
Well, of course I noticed that there was a problem in the Vernon family, but I assumed that it was Brad. I mean, after all, he's the one who's been drinking too much and carrying on at the mouth.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? Brad's got a problem and you're involved just because you're his sister.
It is not just Brad, it's me. Don't you understand, Tony? I'm in trouble.
Yes, this is Katherine, Craig. I'd like to speak to Lieutenant Ed Hall, please. Well, when do you expect him back? Yes, would you please? And tell him it's urgent. Thank you.
A lot of trouble.
Don't mean that you're pregnant.
Oh, I'm pregnant. You are obtuse. Do you know that?
Well, at least it's not that.
How can I be pregnant when I'm still a virgin? Well, Tony, I think that is something that we have to talk about.
No, Sam. It's something I don't think we have to talk about at all.
You sound more embarrassed about it than I am.
Well, it's just that I don't think it's an appropriate topic for us, that's all.
Well, you started it.
Well, I am sorry. It's just that when a girl says that she's in trouble, naturally I assume that she's pregnant.
Well, that happens to be impossible at this point.
Well, good.
Anyway, the only one I'd want that with is you.
Sam, I really don't think that that's a very good idea. So why don't we just close the subject, okay?
Oh, all right. Fine. Then it'll just be with the next guy I meet.
Oh, come on, you're not serious.
Quite serious.
You literally mean the next guy that you bump into?
Well, maybe it'll be the second guy. It depends who's better looking.
Sam, you can't do that. When you make love for the first time, you should be making love, not just throwing yourself away.
That's what I want to do.
How can you say that when you said... Oh.
So, is it still so impossible?
You know what you're doing? You're playing emotional blackmail. And it's not making me feel very romantic. As a matter of fact, it's making me feel more paternalistic. And you know what I ought to do? I ought to spank you because you're acting just like a kid.
Why do you say that?
Because you're making a very childish decision about something that's emotionally very important.
Tony. Tony. I love you.
Oh, Sam. You're young. And you are going to fall in love with a lot of men before you find the right one.
So we're back to the I'm too young thing, are we?
Yes. And someday when you're older, you're going to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Why is it that you're always telling me what my own feelings are? Is it possible, Tony, that you don't know your feelings? Is it possible that you'd stop calling me a kid if I wasn't still a virgin? I mean, would I suddenly just grow up real fast?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm positive.
And why is it? Sometimes I catch you looking at me as if I were a woman. Oh, Larry, I'm sorry.
All right. It's all right.
It's just that I know that something is wrong. I know that it has something to do with Brad and his father, and they won't tell me about it, and Sam won't tell me about it, and now Brad is acting so irritable and upset, and I just don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what I'm dealing with.
Jenny, maybe this is just something Brad has to handle himself.
Yeah, out of some misplaced pride or something. Larry, it is something more than that. I just can't figure it out.
Well, why don't you stop trying? I know it's easier said than done, but try and guess. It's not really helping us.
No, it certainly is not. Larry, that's all I want to do. I just want to help him.
I know, Jen, but, there are times when you just have to pull back and let people help themselves.
I know, but... Well, Larry, sometimes he's such a little boy. I mean, he really needs me. I can see it in his eyes, even when he says that he can't tell me anything. The need is there.
Sure it is.
Since he's not home now, I think maybe he's out there and he's drinking and worrying about whatever it is.
You seemed all right this afternoon.
Yeah, he made me laugh a lot at lunch. You see, Larry, that's what I mean. He's like all these different people rolled into one, and at any given moment, I just don't know who I'm dealing with. Oh, Larry, I'm sorry.
Come on, hey. We're family, right? Well, consider this, I don't know, some kind of brother-in-law thing. Jenny, you and Brad, you've been through a lot, and are you glad you married him?
Of course I'm glad I married him. I can't imagine living without him.
Okay. Just wanted to ask. I know you tend to protect people, those around you, yourself, and I just wanted to make sure.
Larry, I love him very much, even with all these problems. And now, he's crying like this and everything. Look, I'm just bugged because I don't know what's going on. But, like they say, what you don't know can't hurt you, right?
Right, yeah, that's what they say. Jan, I want to say something to you, which I hope you already do know, but I'm going to say it to you anyway.
What?
If you ever need me, now I don't care what time of the day or night it is, and I mean this, if you ever need to talk to me or anything, you just pick up that phone and you call me.
All right, I will.
Don't you forget.
No, I won't.
Hey, darling.
Oh, Brad, hi.
Hey, Larry. Brad. What is this? Weeks go by, we never see you, and all of a sudden we see you twice in the same day. Stop by and have a little chat with your wife. I'm on my way home now.
Oh, do you have to go?
Yeah, I don't want Karen to get mad with me.
No, we certainly don't want that, do we?
See you. Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Brad, I'm glad you're home.
Are you sure of that? I mean, obviously the two of you were talking, and obviously I interrupted.
Well, no, we were finished, and anyway, he had to leave.
What was he doing here? And what were you saying to him that you couldn't have just as well said at the clinic, huh? So? What were you and Larry talking about? I mean, why was he here?
Brad, this is ridiculous. You sound like you're jealous or something.
I'm not jealous of Larry.
Well, why shouldn't he be here? Why shouldn't we be talking?
Because you're upset. I can see that. And obviously what I think is you've been crying on his shoulder, complaining to him about me.
Brad, I am upset, and you know why.
Yeah, well, why Larry?
I mean, why somebody that hates me, not to mention the fact that he's all buddy-buddy with Kathy?
What has Kathy got to do with this?
Look, Kathy hates my guts, and you know that.
So? Brad, look, you're not making any sense. Everything you say doesn't connect with what we're talking about. What happened? I mean, after we had lunch, did you go out and have a drink or something?
No, I didn't have anything to drink. I'm sorry, I don't know, what am I doing? I'm insecure.
Why would you feel insecure about my talking to Larry?
Because I've been putting you through some bad times. I just assumed that I could lose you, and somebody like Larry might say, hey, forget about him.
Oh, Brad, Larry would never say that. Look, in the first place, he's not that kind of a person. And in the second place, he knows that I could never forget you.
Are you sure about that? I mean, Larry is that kind of guy. Well, he and Kathy were looking at each other today. I wouldn't be surprised if they were making it.
Making it?
Yeah, having an affair.
You really sound like you've been drinking. Larry wouldn't do that. He loves Karen.
Well, we hope so.
Well, even if he didn't, he's married. He wouldn't have an affair.
Hey, come on, Jenny. Look, he's a man. Larry's a man. He's not a saint.
That's enough, Brad. I don't want to hear that kind of talk about Larry or anyone else.
Sam, of course I think of you as a woman. You're very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that a physical attraction doesn't necessarily mean a sexual one.
Oh, I see. You mean you look at me the same way that you look at a pretty flower.
How come it is that I seem to be getting myself pushed into a corner and I can't do anything about it?
I'm not pushing. You're just backing away at 90 miles an hour.
Oh, is that it?
Tony, I'm the one who's being realistic about this relationship. You're not.
I'm not.
That's right. Change.
How the hell did I ever get myself in this position? Oh, yes, I remember now. It was my fault. Sam, a couple of minutes ago, you said that you were in trouble. And I want to know what that trouble is, really.
I've forgotten about it for a couple minutes. But there's only one person I can talk to about it. And it's not you.
Oh? Well, who is it?
Never mind. Kathy? Hello, Sam? Are you busy? No, I was just reading. I was reading some of the transcript of the inquest. Well, did you get to the part yet where I lied? No, Sam, I was reading the autopsy report. Come in. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I guess you can figure out why I'm here. Yes? Your father's told you everything? Yes, I just felt that I should come over here
you're really holding my life in your hands. I'm not enjoying it, Sam, I can assure you. But it's still up to you, Kathy. If you turn Brad and you're turning me in, too. Sam, why didn't you think about that when you lied on the witness stand?
I did think about it, Kathy. I was scared to death. I kept trying to tell Brad that he shouldn't lie, that he should tell the truth, but he just wouldn't. He was too afraid he would lose Jenny.
Sam, is that why you did it? So that Brad wouldn't lose Jenny?
Well, yes, partially, and also because he's my brother, Kathy, and he was so desperate.
Yes, desperate. So desperate that perhaps he did kill Lana, right?
No, Kathy, I know for a fact that he did not kill Lana. I saw him that night. He came from the apartment, and he came to see me, and he was so shook up, Kathy. He couldn't understand what had happened. He knew that Lana had passed out, but then he discovered that she had died.
Sam, your brother is a marvelous actor. I have been watching his performances for months now. In fact, he treated me to one this morning when he walked into the clinic and wishes me this big hello.
I know, and all the stupid things he does, they don't help change your opinion of him, Kathy, but that doesn't mean that he's a murderer. He's a lot of other things. He's arrogant, and he's spoiled, and he's immature, but he's not a murderer.
Sam, he killed Lana emotionally. Now, why wouldn't it be possible for him to take that next vicious step? It's not too far, you know. Neither is his hiring someone to mug me too far from that.
I know. All that he's capable of, it just made me sick, but he is not capable of murder.
Sam, that is something for the police and a jury to decide, not for you or your father.
But you've already decided it, haven't you, Kathy?
Are you accusing me of being vindictive?
No, it wasn't an accusation. I do understand how you must feel, Kathy. If I were in your position, I'd want to get back at Brad, too, but don't you see, I'm not in your position. I know what's going to happen to my family. Even if the jury decides that Brad is innocent, it's all going to be over. And nothing is going to bring Lana back.
I know that nothing is going to bring Lana back. But I'm sorry, Sam. I don't think that Brad should be allowed to destroy somebody else's life. Now, he was behind Lana's death one way or the other. He told her that he loved her, and then he used her. And then he got her pregnant, and then he tried to get her out of town. And all the while, Jenny, all the while, he was using Jenny and deceiving her.
Kathy, you know that from the moment that we moved to Landview, Lana was just racing after them. I mean, she was just throwing herself at him. Even when he would hurt her, she would go back for him. And she knew what he was like. She knew that he loved Jenny.
He told Lana that he was in love with her right up to the point that when he became engaged to Jenny. Now, I know that happened.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. He probably did. Kathy, I'm not really trying to defend him, okay? Will you believe that?
Did Brad send you here?
No. Kathy, no. Listen to me. I don't do anything for him anymore. I just don't want to get sent to jail because Brad broke Lana's heart. I really don't think he should be sent to jail for that either.
Well, do you think he ought to be sent to jail for breaking into my house? And then for hiring someone to break in here again? And then hiring someone to mug me? Sam, I could have been killed. Do you think he ought to be sent to jail for that?
Kathy. Kathy, when you kidnapped Kevin Reilly, you weren't sent to jail? Vicky and Joe didn't bring up charges against you? Did they?
Sam, when I kidnapped Kevin Reilly, I was out of my mind.
I know that.
Well, then why are you bringing it up? Are you trying to make me feel guilty? Are you trying to tell me that Brad has been temporarily insane all this time?
No, Kathy, I'm not trying to tell you that he was insane. I'm just trying to say that sometimes when people panic, they do things that they don't ordinarily do. Just as people do when they're mentally know. Brad panicked, okay? He panicked when he found out Lana died, and he panicked when he found out that Mrs. McLean gave you that ring. Kathy, Brad has a lot of good qualities. He can get rid of the bad ones, but not through jail, through Jenny. Oh, Sam. Jenny's in love with someone she doesn't even know. As far as I can tell, it's not Brad who's going to change, it's Jenny. He's going to turn her into a bitter, disillusioned woman. I know that. Brad does love her, Kathy. He listens to her.
Yeah, he listens to her. And then he goes right ahead and does just what he wants to.
What if you're wrong, Kathy? Do you want to be the one to disillusion Jenny and turn her bitter now? I mean, just because of what you think you see in the future? Excuse me.
Hi, Kat. How you doing?
I'm talking to Sam.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Hi, Larry. I think I should be going now. I've said all that I came to say, Kathy. I thank you for listening.
Sam, thank you for coming. Talking to a child. She pleaded her case and Brad's quite convincingly.
Did you keep your appointment with Will today?
No, I couldn't do it. I got as far as the hospital cafeteria and then I sat there over a cup of coffee paralyzed. I just don't feel that I can trust Will. Well, he came in and we did talk for a while. Larry, I can't let my guilt stand in the way of the justice that has to be done.
No, Dad, but you can't let yourself be ruled by anger either.
Damn it. My feelings are so confused. I feel like I'm bouncing off the walls in this room. I thought everything was settled. I called Ed Hall, and he's not there, so I left a message. I say it's urgent, and now I...
Sit down and try and get some perspective on this thing. Yeah, well, talk it over a bit later, right? You're in love with me.
Yeah. More than I want to be.
I beg your pardon?
Well, sometimes, Richard, like right now when I'm looking at you, it seems too good to be real.
Life to Live will continue in a moment.
A bit of all emotion, my feelings about Lana and Sam and Will, then I'm left with Brad's criminal actions.
Yes, all right. To an extent, Brad is a criminal.
Well, then why can't I hang on to that? I do for a few minutes, and then my feelings come rushing back in again.
Because you're a very sensitive person, Kathy.
But the whole point is to hang on to the objective view, right?
Suppose. Look, you've got to do what you feel you can live best with.
All right, then my decision is made. When Ed Hall calls, I'm going to tell him everything about Brad.
Then you've got to tell Brad first.
Why? I can't do that, Larry. I can't trust Brad. I don't know
what he might do
Well,
to
first,
me.
he won't do anything. First of all, you tell him that you put a call through to Ed Hall. You're going to tell him the whole story. Brad knows that Will told you everything. He hasn't done anything yet, and you got to think of Jenny.
Well, whatever I do, I mean, Jenny's going to be hurt. She's going to blame me.
Maybe. Unless you talk to Brad first, and that way she'll realize you're perfectly justified in turning him in.
Now, who can that be? Hello, Kathy. Hello, Karen.
Hi, baby.
Oh, every time I come home, I see your car in front here.
Oh.
Karen, we were just talking.
Yeah. You ready to leave?
Well, what are we waiting for?
When you left North Carolina, you'd end up in Paris, France.
With you.
With me. And my mother. Not forget my mother. I'll tell you, once you meet my mother, you'll never be able to forget my mother.
I can't wait to meet her.
She's nothing like me, you know. She's had to be high tall.
She's not going to like me very much then, is she?
Oh, no.
Probably even going to hate me.
Probably, but don't worry about it. She's not very fond of me either.
Hey, you know what's weird, Richard? You and I both have family. But we don't really. I mean, we're not close to them.
We've really only got each other, Becky. That's why it's so important for us to stay together. I mean, we're all we've got.
I gotta get changed. It's almost time for my first set.
You know, it makes me feel like Mickey Rooney in one of those Mickey Rooney, Judy Garland movies.
Who?
Judy Garland. Oh, come on, Becky, you must... All those movies, Judy Garland, for heaven's sake.
I know who Judy Garland is, Richard. Someday Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere.
I just didn't know who the other guy was.
Mickey Rooney.
I'm going to sing a special song for you tonight. See if you can figure out which one it is.
Another one, old buddy?
Yeah, with a bear chaser this time.
Oh, a Boilermaker, huh? You gonna stay for the show?
Oh, you bet I am. I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Hey, Skip, let's have another beer, huh?
Sure thing.
Quick trip, huh?
Couldn't have been faster or better.
Have a good time?
I don't think I can go that far. You know, it kind of feels good to laugh again.
Yeah, I know. Hey, how about a drink to celebrate, huh?
Okay.
We have no champagne, but we do have a little white wine over here.
All right. You know something? I am actually beginning to feel hungry.
You know, I think I got my appetite back, too, a couple minutes ago.
I'll tell you one good thing. It's going to be good to look out this window and not see those undercover police. They haven't gone. They're still out there. They're still sitting in their car across the street. We're not out of danger, are we?
Pat, look, don't worry. It's just a precaution.
How can you be so sure of that?
Well, I can't be absolutely positive, but it's definitely something that the agency would do. I mean, given the fact that Bonnie Harmon and Herman Cantrell are still on the loose.
So they're just going to sit out there until they get caught?
Well, caught, or we know for sure they're out of the country.
Oh, I see. So then they expect them to come back after us. Is that it?
Look, they just have to take every possible precaution. And instead of being nervous about it, it should make you even more relaxed, knowing they're still out there guarding us.
Oh, wait, please just tell me one more time that you believe that they're not going to come after us.
Okay, I believe they won't. Because Arnold Rivers was the brains and the drive, and without him, they are nothing. Now, didn't Ray Benedict tell us a while ago that they were both headed north?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, north means Canada. They have got to get out of the country as fast as they can, because if they don't, they're bound to get caught, and they'll end up behind bars again. Okay? All right. Now, do you feel relaxed?
Well, I don't know. I'm still a little jumpy, I guess. I'm all right. Really, I'm fine.
Good. Now let's have that drink, huh?
Okay.
I say we slip into Canada right here, going up to Toronto, and we're safe.
And I'm telling you, we're going to go... Here, move your hand. We're going to go into Canada here. Cross Canada through here, and then back into the country around Fuccello. That way we'll be in New York State, not that far from Landview.
Bonnie, be reasonable. Look, we're just this far from safety. By tomorrow, we'd never have to worry about the feds again.
Herman, we agreed that we...
I didn't agree to nothing. You're the one who decided we should go after Kendall, not me.
All right. Then I'll go alone. You just run up to Canada and hide in the woods and forget all about Arnie and the organization. And I'll take care of Paul Kendall.
But I can't do that. I promised Arnie I'd look after you.
So? Then come.
But the best way to look after you is to get you out of the country and keep you out.
Look, Arnie wanted revenge more than anything else in this world.
You don't have to tell me that. I'm the one who sat in the jail cell with him, listening to all the things he was going to do to Kendall once he got his hands on him.
So then how can you ever think about not going after him?
Because I don't want to go back to jail. You escaped. You didn't have to spend all those years in that stinking cell. I did.
Whatever happened to your conviction? To your dedication to our cause?
This has nothing to do with the organization. This is just us trying to kill someone because he fingered us.
Yes. And when we get him, the whole world will know it's best not to infiltrate us, won't they? They'll know we mean business.
Yeah. What if we get killed?
It doesn't matter. As long as Kendall goes with us. Isn't that the vow we took? To die if necessary to accomplish our goals? So, what's it gonna be? You coming with me or are you running?
I can't let you do it alone. I promised Arnie. Okay, Bonnie. We'll do it your way.
Maybe I'm overreacting.
That's what I said.
If you found out that I had a male friend who lives across the way and I was over there all the time, how would you react?
She asked me to talk.
Mm-hmm. Like last night, at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I'm sorry. There are no 9 to 5 schedules for feelings.
Oh, well, thank you, sir, for that important piece of information. I am just a little uncomfortable that you went over there last night when you found out that I wasn't interested in having sex.
What do you mean by that?
Do I have to spell it out?
I left you a note, Karen. You think I'd be carrying on with Kathy if I left a note?
And then again tonight? Why again tonight?
Wait a minute. Are you implying that I'm having an affair with Kathy?
Are you?
No. I'm a married man. I don't have affairs.
Well then, would you please stop being so secretive and just tell me what it is that her problem is that requires so much of your attention?
Sorry, I can't, Karen. Now, sometime in the future, you might learn it. Right now, I can't tell you.
What do you do? Need time to make up a story?
All right, that's enough. You can stop now.
I'm going to tell you something, Larry. During the inquest, when you found out that Marco was over here and that we were just talking, you didn't believe me, and that's why we separated.
It's a little more than that.
Yeah, well, I think this is just a little bit more than that. Just a little bit more than you're admitting. And I don't need this right now, Larry. So you just stay away from her.
love me as long as you wanted, and that someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry over you? What in the world did I do to you? I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I'm crazy for trying, and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you sure you want to give up all this fame and fortune? Not to mention your blonde wig. Just for me?
Don't ask me that right now, Richard. I'm feeling all this love in the room for me. You know, that's what applause makes you feel. Makes you feel love.
Okay, in that case, I'll have to make a point of giving you a round of applause several times a day.
I take it that fella's a boyfriend?
Yep. Fiancé, to be exact.
At her time, huh?
I reckon so.
Northern Yankee-fied business type. Well, I guess if that's what she likes, none of us good old boys got much of a chance, have we?
Brad? Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. In a manner of speaking, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of restless.
Yeah. Sorry, darling, I'm just going bananas, so.
You want to go out?
No, it's almost 9 o'clock to be ready for bed soon.
Well, I mean, do you want to go out by yourself? Have a drink?
You know, you really are amazing. The last thing in the world you want me to do is to go out alone. And the very last thing you want me to do is have a drink. And here you are offering me the freedom to do both without a guilty conscience.
Well, I said that praying that you would not get drunk.
Don't worry, even I had it up to here with my drinking.
Well, how about snuggling up in bed with the TV?
That sounds wonderful, darling, but it would require sitting still, and I can't right now. I'll just do another 20 laps of the sofa, okay? Burn off some energy.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Love you. I'll get it. Hello?
Brad, this is Kathy.
Hi.
I'm quite sure that you know I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I've made my decision about what I think I ought to do. But I think it's only fair that I tell you first. So do you want to come over here, or would it be better if I came over there? If there's one... Well, just a minute ago you said that... Who called?
Sam.
Oh, problem with the club?
No, look, there's no problem, all right?
Well, Brad, wait a minute. Where are you going and why? Look, it's not that I'm trying to pry.
No, well, you could have fooled me.
Brad, if you really feel that you have to get out of the house...
Look, Jenny, look, there's no problem, there's no mystery, please. I want to go outside, I want to get some fresh air, all right?
Can I go with you?
No, not tonight.
Why?
Well, maybe I'll end up at the bar at Tony's place, or one of the bars down on River Street. You know you don't like that sort of thing, besides which you said you were tired.
Why? Why do you have to go to Tony's place?
Well, 2 reasons. One, we're out of liquor. And the other is that, maybe I'll meet Sid Rolfe there.
Who's that?
He's the guy who's interested in investing in the club.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that you were looking for more money for the club.
Well, I wasn't. I heard that he was interested in investing, and if we could use the extra money, we could get Dorian off our backs.
Well, sure. Brad, look, I really wouldn't mind sitting with you at Tony's place if you really want to talk business.
No, please. Thanks anyway. I'll see you later.
Your life with me, then why did you marry me? I'm very sorry. In the future, I will be very careful about how I refer to your good friend, Kathy. I'm very sorry. I'm being very silly. Please, just come sit down with me. Please. And you know what your problem is? You are just never able to stop doctoring. I think you're only interested in the halt, the lame, and the blind. Sometimes I think a normal, healthy American girl would bore you to death.
You don't bore me.
Yeah, well, maybe that's a sign that I'm not so healthy.
You know what your problem is, Karen? No, wait a minute. You told me my problem, I can tell you your problem. You know what your problem is?
Let's have it.
You are insanely jealous. You think any woman who's coming along is after me.
No, not any
like today,
woman.
You come home, you find me over at Kathy's.
It's not just today. You're over there half the time, or you're here at the clinic, or the other half.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it back up.
Well, you did.
Well, what if it's not jealousy? What is it? Wait a minute. Are you uptight about the job thing because you haven't found a job yet? Well, honey, there are a lot of people out there looking for work. It's a tough market, you know?
I know that. I knew that when I started looking.
Well, what is it? I mean, you're worried about me. I'm worried about you.
Why? Oh, now we're going to get back to the other night when I was too tired to keep my eyes open.
I didn't say a word. Wait a minute.
You didn't have to say a word.
What is this overcompensation thing you're doing?
What do you mean overcompensation?
You got a problem? Once you talk to me about it, we'll work it out, all right?
Oh, well, I didn't know you had time with Kathy still on the critical list. I mean, don't you have to devote all your time and energy to her?
Kathy's got a personal problem right now.
Boy, I'll say she does.
It's not an emotional one.
Well, what's the difference?
I can't tell you, Karen. If I were at liberty to tell you, I would. I just can't right now.
What is it? Is it a medical confidence?
Yes, all right? It's sort of a medical... Fine, that's it. Oh, come on, kid. Look, trust me, will you? Go easy on Kathy. Hey, come here. Come. Come on. Better?
Not much, but it'll have to do.
Well, how about it? Becky's real nice to folks who want to meet her. She won't give you the brush up.
I think I'll wait till some time when I get dressed up. This ain't exactly what you wear when you're going to meet an old friend. You know what I mean?
Oh, is she an old girlfriend?
After a manner of speaking.
If she's the one you remember.
She's the one, all right. You got any good bottled beer, old buddy? I hate to tell you this, but your draft stuff's kind of flat.
Oh? Yeah. Sure thing.
You mean you'd wait here a whole hour just so you could take me home?
Why not?
You must love me an awful lot, Richard.
You say that like you can hardly believe it.
I can hardly believe it.
Can't.
Can what?
Can hardly believe it. You know, I don't understand, Becky.
After all this time, am I telling you and begging you to marry me?
Let me try to explain it to you, Richard. See, where I come from, where I grew up, I mean, when two people love each other, they just didn't sit back and enjoy it the way we do. I mean, nobody can even imagine anything like that.
Why? Why not?
Because everybody's too busy just trying to stay alive. Get enough to eat, get enough money to pay off the mortgage on the farm, and seed for the spring planting, and enough food for the livestock in the winter.
Well, I bet your folks are happy that you're well out of that now, Becky.
I don't know about that, Richard.
What do you mean? Considering how happy you are?
Well, hill folk, they don't like it when somebody goes off and thinks they're too good for that kind of life. And you know, every time somebody leaves, that's one less to work in the fields.
Yeah. You mean if you were still home, you'd be working in the fields?
Sure. I mean, if I hadn't met you, got the job here at the newspaper, well, I'd probably be there right now.
What's eating you, old buddy?
What?
Well, you look like you're trying to squeeze the beer out of that bottle.
Just thinking, that's all.
About cracking somebody over the head? I don't want no trouble, friend.
You ain't gonna get none out of me, and don't worry. Out here, anyways. Easy, Luke. Don't let it get to you. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Exactly what Anna said when she saw me coming down the stairs a little while ago. It'd be very nice if you said you were glad to see me.
Yes, of course I'm glad to see you, but should you be out? I mean, when I spoke to Anna this morning, she said you were still in bed and weak as a kitten.
I know, but you know the old saying, physician, heal thyself? Well, I decided I'd go ahead and do it.
So you put on your clothes at 10 o'clock at night and came over to see me?
Cannot tell a lie. I was called down to the hospital for an emergency.
Oh,
just for a minute. I just ducked in there for a minute. And then on my way home, I came by your place and I saw the lights on, and, well, here I am.
Oh, really?
All right. I was concerned about you.
Well, there's no reason for you to be concerned about me.
Kathy, this sudden decision of yours to move back into this house